Right guys, I've only been at Eye Kettleby for a matter of, well, probably 45 minutes, but I've just had to get down here and have a walk. Yeah, I'm buzzing, to be honest. I haven't been here for a while, so I really just wanted to get down. But yeah, the water's really choppy, so it's difficult to see any fish, although I did see one in the middle of the islands, around 14 or 15 raps, which is pretty usual for this place, to be honest. Just thinking, what's the date? It's end of 27th of September today, and just put my hand in the water. It is quite cold, but yeah, I'm going to pop down tomorrow morning, probably about 6:30ish something, and give it a blast. So catch up in a bit.
Look at this big old frost. Wow. Look at that. There's a few on already. Down here a little bit later than I wanted to be honest. It's 6:25. I'm just having a look around. Yeah, there's 4 on. There's a lovely mist on top of the water. I haven't seen it like this for a long time. And as you probably saw earlier, got a little bit of frost on the barrow cover and everything, which just amazed me. So I think that must be the first one of the year. But yeah, it's looking really good, really good. It's good to be back. Right, I'm going to have a walk around and see what we're dealing with. But I can't see anything yet. I can just see tiddlers on the top here. So there's 2 blokes there where really I wanted to get in, between the islands. I'm guessing this guy's fishing at around 15 raps. Right guys, well unfortunately I'm going to fish somewhere that I didn't really want to fish. Ideally, I didn't really want to set up here. This is peg 16, but it doesn't really matter too much because there's fish all over in this lake. Maybe not quite so much here. But yeah, you never know. What it is could have fished over there next to those 2 on peg 22, but didn't really want to encroach on their swim.
I needed to re-familiarise myself with this swim. I got the feature finding lead out and had a feel around close up to the island, and I worked myself away from it to around 4 yards off. I found it was only around 18 inches deep tight up to the island, so I settled on a spot at around 2 yards off, which was roughly 3.5 feet deep with a lovely clear gravelly bottom. The corner of the island served as a clear visual casting marker. I wrapped up at 9 for this rod. Now I found a similar clear gravelly spot roughly 10 yards to the left of this at 8.5 raps. This time the tallest fir tree served as a good casting reference.
Right, so I'm going to start off with a wafter. Little dumbbell after this one. Right, yeah, I got 3.5 ounce lead here. That'll be just a job.
One of the bailiffs on here once told me that I was wasting my time spomming. And to be fair, he was spot on, as I never seem to do that well with it. I usually stick to a catapult, throwing stick or solid bags, but today I fancied using CSL coated pillows, which are nigh on impossible to get out with any accuracy without a boat. Just going to pop these into a little mesh bag. These are the naturals. You can see there, look, these are the pillow ones. Got 4 and a bit, but I'm going to break these up, almost crumb them. These have been drying for about 3 days, but they're still relatively soft. Break that one up. Cheers. Pop that in there. A few crumbs. We'll get that tied up now. There we go. Simple as that. Kept a couple whole, and the rest are more or less crumbed. Oh, this is glorious, guys. Absolutely loving it. Still early, not been here long. As you've seen, I've put both my rods out. Well, I hope you've seen. I can't remember what I filmed, to be honest. But yeah, both rods are out. I'm fishing fairly close to the island, but I'm not tight up to it. Simple reason being, it's extremely shallow. It's about 18 inches deep, close to the island. So yeah, I've come about 6 or 7 feet off that, and still fairly shallow. I think I'm in around 3, maybe 3.5 feet of water. Can't be too precise because basically I've just felt the lead down almost within a second from hitting the surface. It's donked off. So yeah, it is shallow, but I can live with that because I've got the sun up behind me, which is shining right on that spot near that island. And it's what, September the 28th, I think, today. So it's not cold weather as such, but it's just starting to dip off now, ready for winter. But I've just tested the temperature of the water by my hand. I don't mean, you know, with a thermometer or anything. And yeah, it's warmish, so it's looking good, really. It's looking good for a bite. I've seen a fish crash out over the other side, right next to the reeds, which is encouraging again. And I've seen a fish to my left just drifting around, so all is good. But what I have noticed about this water as well, and I haven't seen it like this for a long time, is it's really murky. It's almost got that clay tinge to it, but that's because we've had a hell of a lot of rain in the last probably 4 or 5 days. It may be a bit longer, might be 6 days. We've had a hell of a lot of rain, so basically what's happened is that's just washed the sides of the banks in, and yeah, it's clouded it up a bit. A fish came out from the other end of the lake, from between the islands. Wow, another fish just showed out there. That was one where it came out almost on its tail. Yeah, a 19-pound mirror, I think he said it was, came from between the island first thing this morning, but it would have been about 7, half 7 maybe at the latest. So yeah, it's all looking good, guys. Just hope I can catch something for you, and
I'll get some close-ups if I do. I'll show you how beautiful the fish are in here. They are incredible, honestly. It's an amazing place. And it's a lovely campsite too, so for those of you out there with a tent, or I say tents, they used to have tents on here, I haven't seen one for a while, so, but they definitely take caravans and motorhomes. But this site, honestly, it's absolutely incredible. It's, in my opinion, in the Midlands, this is probably one of the best sites, if not the best, that I've ever visited. It's immaculate, really well maintained and well kept. But yeah, back to the fishing. It's looking good for a bite. What a beauty, mate. What a fish. We got to wait for him.
17.9.
So, awesome.
Yeah, proper thick fish. Not got the length, but
Stunning. Got a bit of a belly on it, that one, mate.
sure.
You chuffed.
Yeah, well, sure.
Well done, mate. Cracking that.
4 years, this will be a 20. For sure.
There we go. Look, there's his secret weapon. Yeah, he didn't tell me about that, did he? He's put a cloth over this to keep him secret. And he's smiling now because he knows I'm right. I'm doing these at 8 wraps. So I've come back towards myself a little bit in slightly deeper water. That's better. Well, it's about 1 o'clock and it's gone really bloody angry out there. Looks like it's going to chuck it down. As far as the fishing goes, nothing at the moment. It's absolutely dead. Not had a liner. I have seen fish cruising and topping, mainly to my right down the margins. I've started feeding a spot down my left margin. It's only around 3, maybe 3.5 feet deep. And what I'm going to do is just going to leave it for an hour or so. I'm going to put a little bit more bait out, just some pillows, little 14mm pillow, natural boilies again, and then I'll drop a rig on top of it. There you go. Don't think it's even made 7, that one. Little baby. What would you change about this place then, if anything?
The amount of people.
There's a question for
sorry. Yeah, Saturdays less people. That's the only thing I'd change. The amount of people, but I understand it. It's great. It's great value.
Yeah.
There's always a chance to catch in a day ticket, which is rare to go somewhere where you think you got more than likely to catch on a day.
Yeah.
That's rare. Even with the late round, you've got a chance. Maybe block that out. Maybe block the eye.
Yeah. Fill it in.
Yeah, fill it in.
Fill it in with a bit of clay.
Yeah, just make it a sort of oval, like an O. Just fill that.
Make it even more.
Yeah, then it's all equal.
Yeah, all equal. All pegs will catch.
Because you've got an advantage if you're staying in a caravan. You got an advantage because you can get in any time, get that peg, get the island peg, and you're away. But
see what he did then.
It's true. It's discrimination.
Yeah,
it
is, isn't it, mate? Yeah, day ticket discrimination.
It's not right.
Brilliant.
It's not right.
There's not enough diversity in the distribution of tickets.
It's because I'm jealous I don't have a caravan.
Oh, that's brilliant, that is. Well, what can I say? It is very cold all of a sudden. It's 5:45, so probably got about 3/4 of an hour left, I'd say. But yeah, it's gone really chilly. But what I've noticed about this lake is, in the last sort of hour or so, there's been a lot of fish drifting and crashing out where I least expected them to be honest. and I've noticed I've been down this corner here that they call No Fish Corner, which is really odd. I've never seen it before, but people literally don't fish here, which gets me thinking maybe the fish are feeling really confident now in this area, because obviously there's no lines and that, and no disturbance. So what I'll be doing next time I come here, I'm going to be fishing in this No Fish Corner, and hopefully I can turn it into Fish Corner. So yeah, that's the plan anyway. Yeah, food for thought, that is. Definitely food for thought. But anyway, as it stands, it's just Elliot's had the one. I think that was 19.4. I think that's what he said it was. You'd have seen that earlier in the video. And yeah, and I had that small common. But yeah, all good stuff. Really enjoying it, but unfortunately I'm going to have to pack up in a bit. Yeah, it definitely gets dark around 6:30, 7:15, and I want to get back to that caravan because I've got a nice steak and ale pie and chips for tea. Right, hopefully we'll catch up in a bit. So we're packing up, as you can see. Elliot's packing up over there, and yeah, we're having a good old chat, and next thing you know, we noticed it's gone mad out there. There's fizzing everywhere. And then I looked to my right and I thought, hang on a minute, that fizzing is right above my rig. Over there by the island. They are feeding like mad. We've got about 20 minutes of light left, so I'm going to get packed away a little bit more. Get everything packed away other than my rods. Right, let's get a move on.